with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean a banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha, luxury. Ha, ha, they can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out Yaya, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the lead, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang it. Ay, these no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury.
Turn the lights on.
Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. The people they make go and dollars they make grow and everything's for show, but I will remain cold and eager. The queen don't talk to the meager, a leader. Who you know in the Zephyr? Been through the trenches, gutter fields and stenches. Gone ball, they filling up the benches. Half-court shooter, spitting from the medulla. Life for the game, they talking like I'm the doula. Nobody want a doula, defend the throne. I'm a dog in the zone and your man's is bones. I don't fear the stones, I flash the paws. Don't be talking to me crazy with no glass jaw. A spit of light saliva, you can never survive her. Streets got a code up, couldn't decipher. Watch the way you talk when you talking to me. And if you didn't know, it's the NEC. Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. If you don't love me, you must hate yourself. Either way you play with me, you gon' play yourself. Don't be stupid, decide that I'm the same. A new rover and they still ain't got the range. Can't even hang with, doing big things, but the fame ain't changed. Trying to maintain, but your chain can't blame. On a new plane, but your main can't tame this. Same dame, but the rock got bigger. Might buy the drop top, got more figures. Pull up in the lot, still block pop. The posse can spot. Come and go, but I still chat. Now I ain't saying I'm the best, I'm just saying that you're not. I got it all, baby, give it everything you got. And arrogant. Sitting in the booth, I ain't even gotta lie, cause you know that I'm the truth. Yeah. Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever.
Hey, it's Paul. I was listening to the album. Good luck. You're on your own.
Guess who's back? Back again. She's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Well, look what the stork brung. Little baby devil with the fork tongue.
Smiley face emoji may not be age appropriate, but I will put an 8-year-old indeed with a participation trophy. Plus I have zero doubts that this whole world's bound to turn into some Girl Scouts. That censorship girls out. So when I started this verse, it did start off lighthearted at first, but it feels like I'm targeted. Mind-boggling how my profit is skyrocketed. Look what I pocketed. Yeah, it's just like y'all have been like jogging in. I've been running at full speed, and that's why I'm ahead like my noggin. I'm the fight y'all get in when you debate who the best, but I'm some white. I step up to that mic, cock it in. Oh my God, it's a chicken dot again. Abracadabra. And for my last trick, I'm about to reach in my back, bruh. Like abracadabra. And for my last trick, just like that, and I'm back, bruh. Break it down. Sometimes I wonder what the old me say. If what? If he could see the way it is today, he'd probably say that everything is gay. What's my name? What's my name? So how many little kids still wanna act like me? I'm a bigger than cacti bee, and that's why these words sting just like you were being attacked by bees in the coop, leaning back my seat. Open R. Kelly's favorite group, the black guy. In my Air Max 90s, white tees, walking parental advisory. My transgender cat Siamese identifies as black but acts Chinese, like a hacky sack got trees.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. One ticket remaining to be punched for the championship round next week. We're all set and off we go on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he's going to be dropped behind the line. Terrific push defensively. They came out of the locker room ready to go.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll look to throw. He gets this complete to Michael Wilson. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
To the air now on 1st and 10. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds. This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
Catch made right side by Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
He'll look to throw. That one underneath here to Connor. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Back to throw. Off he goes.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. A dive, and he's in. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Panthers. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. 1st and 10. They bring Judy in motion. Knicks now on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Now Walker. Angling to the sideline. Inside the 35. A pickup there of 19 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well. They put Smythe in motion. Here's Walker. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The ball right on the 5-yard line, second down and goal.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
From the shotgun, here's Nix.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
Ready up.
Half yard, that's all they need on this third and goal.
Let's go. Rocco 80. Go.
They'll run with Walker. And he will dive into the end zone. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Prater's extra point is good. And the Eagles come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man downfield. That's Neighbors. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
He'll drop to throw. Right back to Neighbors. He's got it again. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. So they come to the line for first down and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Brought in by the tight end, Hayden Hurst with the catch. Down the left sideline. And he's going to go into the end zone, but there is a flag down. And this is all going to be erased. The extra point is up and through. And the Panthers will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Off the play fake, here's Nix. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
He'll get this complete to Walker. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Play action now. It's Nix. Caught by the tight end, Wiley. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Nix gonna throw for it. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they're gonna be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Eagles. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Prater's extra point is good. And the Eagles will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Left side, that's complete. It's Sutton. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Throwing now from the gun. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. He gains nothing. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Right back to Wilson. He's got it again. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Back to the air one more time. The throw on the run is complete. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Putting the tight end in motion. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll look to throw again. This is caught at the 2. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1. They'll look to throw yet again. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be brought down. They passed on that field goal attempt, and they get nothing out of it as the first half comes to an end. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. We are set for the second half kickoff. One of these teams ready to book a date in the NFC Championship game next week, and we are back at it with the third quarter. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, go! 79 Bronco, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready?
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off-platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And yes, you have to throw from a spot in the middle of the pocket. But if you can only do that, it's hard to play quarterback in today's NFL.
Call it a gain of 13. Good for an Eagles first down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
This is brought in downfield by Judy. And he's in. Jerry Judy. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Prater, extra point is good. And the Eagles Eagles have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll grab it at the 12. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Neighbors. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This throw taken in by Hurst.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Let's go.
They bring Chase in motion. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Panthers have it.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit, and that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And the Eagles are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10.
They put Smythe in motion. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. They'll go play action with Nix. And that ball intercepted by Pat Surtain.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
On first down, it's Robinson. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. He'll drop to throw. Wide aid for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Carolina.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Now Blankenship for the extra point. His kick is good. Panthers will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. To the outside, it's looked in by Chase. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Here's Walker. And he'll get this up to the 44. Xavier Woods there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Walker. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. He'll throw. It's Nix. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. And he will score. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Eagles. Now Prater to tack on the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles go up by 7. 28-21. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by Harrison right side. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Here's Robinson. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. One quarter remains. A big play looming here. They need to convert. It is 3rd and inches. They run over center with Robinson. And he's going to have a Panthers 1st down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Another run here for Robinson. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Now, faking the give. That one intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second.